Hey everyone, Curtis here. It is that time of year again when we're all trying to live just a little bit healthier. Coles is making it easy with loads of great recipes, tips and ideas, and that's why I'm here today, to show you how to cook my delicious and healthy spaghetti bolognese. Oh, you're gonna love it. All right, I'm gonna start by chopping some veggies. I've got an onion. Now, of course, if you don't want to do all the chopping, you know what you do? You get a food processor, you throw it all in the food processor, and that works just as well. Next, the carrots. You're just looking for a medium dice. Celery and fennel. I've also got a little chilli, which is optional. If you've got kids and they don't like it spicy, just leave that out. Next, you put your minced beef into a hot pan, and then you've got to chop it up. So I've got this fancy kind of chopper. You can use the side of a wooden spoon as well. You're going to chop that up and get it nice and brown. Now, while your meat browns, you might want to take that opportunity to grate your tomatoes. Now, this is a bit of a different process than normal. So what I do is I get a box grater, just like this one, sit it into a bowl, and then I cut my tomatoes in half, take one of those tomatoes, and just grate it all the way down to the skin. We throw away the skin. We actually don't use the skins. But you do want to get all that beautiful flesh off the tomatoes. Right, when you hear that sizzle, grab your chopper or the spoon again, go back on in there, stir it around, give it another chop. Okay, we start with the onions. Scoop them up. You see we're not adding any oil. There's a little bit of fat already in that beef, so as that fat starts to render out, we use that to cook the vegetables too. Next, I've got some garlic, and I've got one of these guys, and I just grate that garlic straight in using that grater, and stir. You'll hear that start to sizzle and pop. You get that beautiful aroma as soon as the garlic and the onion really starts to release all of its flavor. Start off with a little bit of salt, also pepper. Time for the carrots. Next, I've got some tomato paste. Now, the tomato paste is cool. It's very concentrate, so we only need a little bit. Pop that in at this stage, and we're going to actually roast it out a little. All right, next, go in the chilies. So you roast that tomato out, and then you can add your fennel and your celery. Give those veggies a little while to roast. Okay, once that tomato and all those vegetables have had maybe 5 minutes or so, pick up your tomato that you grated, of course without the skins, and add that in. Okay, I'm going to drop my lid on my pan, and then of course, time to cook the pasta. So I've got a nice big pot of boiling water. We take our spaghetti. Now I've got a whole wheat spaghettini. Okay, there's 1,000 different types of pasta on the market. I really like this whole wheat spaghettini, and of course, the whole wheat is really good for you. As soon as that pasta sinks down, you pop the lid back on. It's going to take about 15 minutes to boil. Our spaghettini's been in for about 12 minutes, so it's probably just right there, but let's check on our sauce. It should be full of flavor by now. Have a look at this. I mean, that is exactly how you want it. It looks a little dry, right? But don't worry, because we're going to add the spaghettini to it, and we're going to add a little bit of pasta water as well. Now, the last thing you put in before the pasta is just a big handful of spinach. And this, of course, will just wilt down. You won't even know it's in there. Once that spinach is wilted, I'll just pop my lid down over here. You just give that one more stir, and then we're going to mix our spaghetti through. Now, like I said, you don't want it to be too watery. I kind of like it to be a little drier like this, because then you're not going to dilute the flavor. And then let's get our pasta. Don't let too much of the water sort of drain off. Just slop it straight on over into your pan. Look at that gorgeous sauce. And see how it coats it? It's not too saucy, but it's certainly not dry either. Parmigiano Reggiano. Grate it straight over the top of that beautiful spaghetti bolognese. And I like to finish it with just a little bit of fresh basil. I just take the basil, tear it straight up all over the spaghetti. It is simple, it is healthy, and it is sure delicious. Spaghetti bolognese, how can you go wrong?